so I did 100 episodes on my YouTube a few days ago. That in itself, like, sounds like a huge achievement, right? And it is. There was a lot of time, effort, and a lot of dedication that went into that. But the 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 whole journey that actually put me in that position that I was able to accomplish that journey was never documented. That was never highlighted really, like maybe here and there, but truly this whole journey was all about unblocking and liberating myself to be fully expressive and to be able to be fully seen exactly as I am. And not scripted, not performative, not for the likes, etc., but truly as an act, as a final act of Ash. You are so okay and safe and welcome to completely show up as who you are. I recently shared here and there some stories, and one of my viewers, and she's been one of the legendary viewers that has been there from the start. She noticed with all these different stories that I told, that I shared, that I always was very audacious. And she said something like, well, you always had that spark, you were always that girl. And I thought that was beautiful, and at the same time it didn't really feel as if that was true, because I also know the parts of me that were not that girl, the parts of me that had to fight her way up to be where she is now, to be able to talk to you guys unscripted, unperformative. When I tried not to be an outsider, I was an outsider. I was that lonely kid that never really fitted in. And now that I don't try to fit in, I tend to do. So it's a very interesting thing to witness. When I started this commitment of showing up every day on YouTube, it was completely like the end of a whole life, like 40 years of my life, of still kind of gripping and holding back who I truly was. And that's why what I'm doing today feels like my life's work. Every episode. Doesn't matter if it's me cooking or me, vlogging a day in Tulum or me sharing deep stuff with you guys. It's all me. The way I mother, the way I coach and guide my clients, the way I create, everything is me. It's 100% a new era for me to do this as me, unfiltered, unscripted, every day. And the reason why I committed myself for every day is because I want it to be as natural as brushing my freaking teeth. There should never be an effort of showing up, guys. There are so many moments in my life that I started something and I stopped because it didn't resonate and I could not fool myself into believing it would. Is what I meant with one of my episodes of, do you rather have a beautiful lie or an ugly truth? Well, I rather have the ugly truth. And the point of this whole episode is this. By finally allowing myself earlier on this year to just show up as me and to share as me, what I actually did was I was creating my life's work. I said this is exactly what I help people with. Not just to be audacious, not just to release whatever blocks them, but to see themselves and to be seen exactly as they are, to liberate themselves and to show up exactly as they are. I think that's so much deeper than how much money you can make. Like the currency is something that money cannot even pay. Because that liberation is true freedom. Freedom is one of my number one values. And of all the things that I did to reach freedom, this is my biggest accomplishment. Not investing in houses for passive income, not, living in a new country. And I have a beautiful lifestyle. But the freedom that I feel within to just show up as me. Like my mom, I showed her one of my episodes And the first thing she said, she sent me a message back. She's like, "Oh my God, you speak so fluently, like it's nothing." I laughed. I said, "Well, practice makes perfect, right?" But I meant it, guys. I was so afraid as a kid to show up for public speaking. When I started to study marketing, I did that because I knew I would get constantly out of my comfort zone. And I signed up for sales. I knew, if you grow into your role, you're gonna present. And not only did I start to present in a foreign language because English is not my native language. I traveled the world. I did technical demonstrations. Like, seriously, I'm not that technical. Constantly get myself out of the comfort zone. But it was really true my own entrepreneurship, something that was so close to me that I struggled, right? Because it's like I was able to sell and show up for other businesses. But there's nothing more hard than to do that for your own and to show up and to attract your tribe and the people that want to learn from you, but to even understand what it is that you can offer them, especially when you're multi-talented and multi-passionate. But I never gave up. Every door that closed, every wall I hit, the moment I started with the intention of showing up every day on YouTube, it was the end of that era. And now I can proudly say that this is exactly what I help people with. Not just with audacity, not just with, unblocking themselves and feel that creative urge for their own work and for their own mission. But the most important part of it all, to be one with themselves, to feel safe within themselves, to show up exactly as they are, to speak their truth, to have their boundaries, to feel so much love and liberation, to just be. No money, no country, no move, no nothing, no relationship could ever do that. To the extent that I did that for myself now. It sounds so simple. It should be that simple, but it took so much refinement. The thing about moving in your authentic expression is that you get the clarity that no one else could ever give you. No one else. Because everything lives inside of you. Your own blueprint, And it's about unlocking that. And I'm here to help you unlock that. To get that out. If you're interested in how I work, send me a DM, send me a message, comment, reach out. This whole thing was a spiritual journey, guys. Step into your power, don't hide away. It sounds amazing. But if you want that shortcut, if you've been trying and doing it, I'm here to guide you with that. I can only help what I have lived through myself. And no matter the audacity that I had or the bravery of constantly trying and doing, it still took me my whole life to be where I am right now, to be able to really do that and to do this. So I definitely consider myself an expert. Anyway, wish you guys a beautiful day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode.